Oh, he will be. He is.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But just this, on some human shit, he was going through it, man.
I'm sure he was. Yeah. I'm sure he was. My only thing is I hope, and we are live now, so be careful what you're saying. And I just want to say real quick, I hope that he doesn't feel like he has to change everything about himself. You know what I mean? Because that has to be the struggle. That has to be the struggle. Like feeling like, shit, now I can't like write the way I've always written. I can't say the shit I wanted to say. But I will also say like my favorite Prof songs are the ones where he is like
saying crazy shit.
No, opposite. I like to hear Prof on a deeper level. It's more personal shit. Like shit sure. What was the one where he did the video him sitting in the fucking doctor's office and he starts crying and shit. I can't remember the title of the song, but that's probably my favorite song of his. Like I prefer that, especially with his voice. Like he's got a cool funeral. Late to my own funeral. Yeah. Yep. I like that shit. Yeah. So, anyways, man, we don't have to talk about any of that anymore. I mean, we covered it off the mic. I think he got a bit of a bad rap. But some of these other motherfuckers are gonna have to see Jesus. Some people that were involved in all that are gonna have to see Jesus, man. That's all there is to it. Anyways, let's get into it, man. I don't know what episode this is because I'm not sure when we're gonna release it, so I'm not gonna give it an episode title or an episode number yet.
Episode 20 something.
It's episode 20 Nova. 20 Nova. I like it. Episode High Speed Cash, baby.
High Speed.
So we got Cashinova in the building. Welcome back for the second time.
Man, thanks for having me, man.
So before we get into like with this project that we just listened to, which is amazing. Yeah, get right up. Just pull that thing. Yep, perfect. How have things been for you personally? How's COVID treated you? Quarantine and all that shit.
Man, I've just been working on music. You know what I mean? I'm at the crib. I just been using it to just do music shit, and I'm with my kids 24/7, so that's like good. And no, I've been using it, man. I've been using my time well to just be productive.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed it? Someone like me, I'm in the same boat. I'm at home with my kids. I've enjoyed it.
I just be chilling at the crib anyway.
Yeah, so it ain't that much different. It's not that much different.
It ain't much different.
Yeah,
man.
it's not that much
I just
different.
be chilling at the crib working on music anyway. But no, the only thing that's like real major is like I'm gonna be homeschooling my kids. Like I'm doing the distance learning like all the way. Because I just don't even. My whole thing is I don't know if it's a whole conspiracy and what's going on with the virus, or if it's just some real shit that's just killing motherfuckers.
It's just some real shit that's killing motherfuckers that's been politicized. That's really all it is. It's the conspiracy part is the political side of it. But man,
so I'm like I could teach my kids, man. And then
man, that's you
I'm
got
at
how many?
The crib working on music.
You got 3, right?
3. I got one. I got another one about to pop. Like
hey, congratulations!
Weeks,
there we go.
Man.
Congratulations, man.
Bro, that's crazy.
It's like literally like 3 weeks, man.
And all three of them are school age.
Pre-K, K, and first grade.
Okay, and I'm guessing you did some of that homeschooling shit at the end of the last school year.
Yeah,
did you struggle?
Pre-K in first grade.
Did you struggle with it at all?
You don't take a break at all.
For real.
3-peat.
The shit is definitely, bro. I definitely be needing to smoke and shit. I definitely be needing to chill.
Yeah.
This shit.
So were you like me towards the end where it was like started to get nice outside? It was like, you did your work? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Go outside.
It's flexible. It's so flexible. You can break that shit down.
I don't know what my kids did at the end of this last school year. I have no idea what they did. They just marked shit.
They just
done.
had a tablet.
They just marked shit done, and I was like, it looks good. You got it. So I'm in the same boat as you, man. I don't want to send my kids to school. I don't think we should be sending our kids to school.
I don't know what to say about this shit. I just know I'm not going to send mine.
So I am going to. We're going to try it. The hybrid learning. We're going to try the hybrid learning for the first week, and it's going to be 2 days. 2 days on, 3 days off. Yeah. We're going to give it a shot, and they got to wear masks in school and
That's
shit.
the thing, too. I got little-ass kids. I don't want them to be in there with a mask for a couple hours until lunchtime, until whatever. Like,
so my kids, luckily, like, they like wearing their masks. I think that shit is cool.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll be like, you guys want to – we'll go to Target or something like that.
Get one of them cool-ass masks.
And I'll give them their masks, and they'll be in the car with them on. And I'm like, y'all don't have to wear your masks yet. And they're like, no, we like it. I'm like, all right. They don't have any problem wearing the mask. So
like a superhero.
We're going to find out. But my thought was, like, today I was thinking about, like, dropping them off the first day and, like, looking at all the kids standing there waiting to go into the school with masks on. And I might just be like, nope. nope, come on back. We're not doing it. I can't do it. Like that. The thought of that is scary to me.
Yeah, no.
And like, what happens if a teacher comes up positive? What happens if 3 kids come up positive?
Which has been happening with schools.
It's been happening with fucking like athletes, professional athletes, people that are in like
it's going to spread.
I'm saying.
Like you wearing a mask, I thought that shit was airborne and can go through their eyes and their ears.
And not every kid loves their mask like my kids.
You know what I mean? Like kids gonna open it a little bit here. We talking about even like, you know what I mean? Like young kids and shit. Like,
yeah, man, I'm nervous about it. I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna try it, man, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. Yeah. So no, I might be just like ready. I might be just like you.
Shit, they gonna be at the crib.
Man, good luck to you, man. I hope so. So no. What were you gonna say?
I taught when I was like my early years, like my early job. I was teaching, like I was a teenager, but I was teaching at the Science Museum.
Oh,
so I used to teach with kids and shit.
So you got some experience.
I have like an experience. I'm not like the best motherfucking like educator, but
I got room.
I done educate.
You got room?
You got room?
No.
I really don't.
It's like I got room for one more, and it's coming in 2 weeks. Fuck that
For real.
Oh man! So we just got done listening to this project, man, High Speed Cash, and we did a little bit of A&R work down here too, which was fun.
Yeah. You helped me put the motherfucking fix the order.
Yeah, and I mean, not that the order was bad before, but I just you had a song that you were thinking about maybe not putting it on there, and now that motherfucker ended up being an intro.
Yeah,
so that's perfect, man. Hey, so before I say it's a classic. Let's just talk about it a little bit. Sure. Figure out. So I'm assuming this was all pretty much done during the quarantine period, or was this working? Were you working on this before that?
No, all this was like all the last 4 months, 3 months. Like yeah. Probably like 1 or 2 songs might be from like last year or something. Yeah. But like,
so as someone that kind of has been through a little bit of turmoil with like I guess with your distribution and not knowing uncertainty.
For sure.
Did that kind of light the fire that you needed for this to happen, or was this happening regardless?
Man, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. It could be either or, but it did happen in that order. You know what I'm saying? Because
I mean, I think someone in the position that you were in, which I wanted to commend you. I want to make sure I commend you on the mic on the way you handled it.
For sure.
I thought that it was the way you handled it was exactly how you should have handled it.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Down talk anybody. You just said, look, I'm going to step away and do me. I think that was perfect. That's exactly what you should have done.
Which was real. It was just yeah.
So I think it could have been easy for you to be like, almost like panic mode. Like, what am I doing now?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what to do. But instead of going into panic mode, you went high speed.
For sure.
How did you end up with? We talked a little bit off the mic about the high speed theme. How did you end up there?
I've always been trying to figure out what I should represent or what I could represent type shit. And I had little shit in the past that just didn't click. It's just what I like felt was good at the time, but like this, I was on the phone. I was just on some high shit. I was talking to my guy, Loren, aka High Speed Billy, and it's just the way that I was living life anyway. Like it's it's not live fast, die young type shit. It's live fast, die old. You know what I mean? Like I wake up, I jog, I run, I cook breakfast for the kids, I record a new song. Like one of them songs, the one with John Ray on there, that beginning part, that was like this morning and yesterday. I made that. And that was off the top too. That wasn't, I had the beat sitting there and I did that and I was like, this is on the album. So that's high speed to me. I have this whole playlist written out. It's gonna be on the merch coming out, you know what I'm saying, with the album. Yeah, it's just I was chopping it up with my friend, and it was just the way we live anyway. Like, bro, we try to just get to it no matter what. Get the money.
No excuses.
No excuses. Just get to it. If somebody else can't, if somebody else can't handle it, you handle it, or you know what I mean. Whatever, you know what I mean. You just do what you gotta do to get to it. Type shit. Mm-hmm.
I like that. And I think it's a perfect. It's a perfect way for you to roll into the project, roll out the project.
For sure.
It's great. I mean, it gives you like a title for your fan base too.
Hell yeah, the high speed members.
We've been trying to come up with the title for our fan base, and the only thing we come up with was
the wise kids.
Yeah, the wise. Yeah, right. I mean,
wise kids would be dope.
Wise kids.
I
feel like we can't call them all kids though.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we've been trying to think of something like that too, because I think it is important. You know what I mean? You got, like, you think about all the biggest artists in the world, they have like a hive.
Something they represent.
Yeah, a hive, something that's theirs.
For sure.
Yeah,
and
so I think that's dope.
Yo.
Yes, and so you said you recorded and mixed this all by yourself in a closet.
Yo, outside the closet, just on the corner.
Okay.
You got a room.
And you said you did this all on Fruity Loops as well.
All on Fruity Loops, punched in, all from the top of the dome.
No pen, no pad.
No pen, no pad. If anything, I might have took a verse from an old track that I didn't use or didn't make it to Big Dragon or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, it was all like that. The last couple, like 3-4 months, really. Just doing that shit off the top, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How did you? So you also mentioned off the mic, giving away all the secrets off the mic.
No,
secrets,
go ahead, man.
But you mentioned that you didn't like you don't like Big Dragon anymore.
Right.
Nah.
Is that like an artist thing?
I do that with all my projects.
Yeah.
Like since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
When I drop a project, I'm like, I love this shit. Then I make some new shit. I'm like, damn, this is way better. That's all it is. It's just like, damn, this sounds so much better. I don't like that one no more. I was like, wait, what was I thinking when I said that? What was I thinking when I did that? Like, that's all it was.
So you actually hear
and it still
things.
sticks with me. No, yeah. Like, damn, I shouldn't have did the hook so repetitive like that. Or I shouldn't have did like that type of beat or something. It's just little weird things like that. Or I should have sang more on that song.
That's interesting.
Type shit, yeah.
For music heads like me, what would be interesting about that would be to have you do like a listening session of your own project on like YouTube and listen to all the things that you don't like about each song.
Just talk about that shit.
Just tear your own project apart. That would be
that
would be something real interesting.
That would be legendary.
That would actually be real interesting.
I'm the damn opposite with Big Dragon, man. Like I said too, I listen to that shit
you
still
fuck with that,
consistently. Yeah, my baby loves them fucking songs. Yeah.
I still like Big Dragon too. I mean, that's probably not going to change. I think it's a phenomenal project.
I think that's when I don't know if it's when you developed your sound, but when you were like mastered your sound, for sure. In my opinion. You know what I mean? Because even on this project now, like I can't wait to really jam this shit in my car now too. Because just listen to it one time through.
It's that shit, man.
You definitely got.
There's a couple of them tracks that you just.
It's all off
grooving.
the chest, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just feelings. You just feel.
But it's super real too. You know, you're talking about your culture, which is dope. It's nice that you still continue to talk about that, and you talk about your ma. You know, paying her homage and shit like that. Still keeping it super real to you. That shit's always the best rap, in my opinion. Always.
That's a fact. And that's how you get the realest shit. Right? No pen, no pad. I shouldn't say that's how you get the realest shit.
Well, think about
most of the time, but
Tupac
there are some
I mean, you put him as a prime example. Tupac really puts out that shit that you can like just feel like the life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's more poetic. Yeah, like you're right. Yeah.
So after the emotions,
but it is my preference, especially nowadays. Like a lot of artists talk about, I didn't write none of this shit. And I think that kind of started.
I mean,
sometimes it can be sloppy. Sometimes it can be sloppy, but the people that can do it, man, it's fucking dope. Yeah. Like it's real shit.
I heard of it from Hove.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
as a kid, and then Wayne.
Yeah, literally where I was going.
And then it was literally what really set it for me was Wiz Khalifa. He was doing it on like YouTube and shit, and he was like, "I don't write nothing. I just do it off the chest." I'm like, a lot of people do this shit, not just Wayne and Hove.
Right.
Because at a point it was like Wayne and Hove, Wayne and Hove, Wayne and Hove. Like Wiz Khalifa just do it, and then Young Thug does it. You know what I mean? And I seen Tory does it. Tory Lanez does. He done got on the mic and I'm like, bro, I done seen Reeves Jr. He done did it. Like in front of me when we did our project together. We did a project it was called Them. He ain't write nothing on it. He was like one of the first people in person I seen do that shit. Like all off the top of it.
Reefa doing the same shit.
That's crazy.
See, Reefa is different because I think Reefa don't punch that much. Reefa is like almost literal freestyle.
Man, he's a monster.
Yeah, he's a different type of beast. And I think that was what created that intrigue about Hov and Wayne. Yeah. Is back when they said that shit, and I think all of our minds were like, yo, y'all are just freestyling? We didn't even think about like the fact that they punch. We were just thinking they're literally going off the head.
And just doing those.
Yeah, but no, that's not how it works. But I mean,
it's like a puzzle.
You can definitely tell when Hov catches a stream of consciousness.
For sure.
And it's just like,
for sure.
Whoa, how the fuck did he just say all that in that order? I don't know how much Hove punches, but so let's get into this project, man. Most of it is produced by your guy Cookies and Aliens.
Yeah.
Anybody that's not familiar, he produced a single, the first single, which is Flawless.
Yep.
And he also produced the joint that you premiered first on the Wisemen Show.
Killing Me.
Killing Me. Yep.
And he did Ever Since on Big Track.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But this one, he went in, man.
He really did, and like I mentioned many times, like he has a very, I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but he has a very specific sound.
Yeah, unique sound. It's his for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a synth, like that
It's
synth
like
that he puts in there.
Sound, bro. It's like a SoundCloud vibe or something, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's definitely like I could tell as we were going through the project, like, okay, that's him. All right, that's him. There was a couple towards the end. I don't remember which ones. I think it was Payless to Nike, track 11, that I was sort of like, that one kind of didn't sound exactly like his type of shit, which is good. That's a good thing. That means he's versatile with it.
That one I produced with him. My fault. I forgot. I did the main riff in the motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say produce, like when you two collaborated, what does that entail?
Man, I'll like create a synth.
Yep.
And then I'll be like, I'm not good with the bass and the kicks. That's his shit.
Okay.
And
so it's a literal like collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Like, you do this, you do that.
Yeah.
And then
So I'll send him like some shit that's already played on keys and shit. And then he'll make a beat over it, send it back like this. How you like how it sound? Like, yeah, that's perfect. Or we'll do it together, like on his laptop or type shit. Yeah.
Did you work side by side with him at all, or were y'all pretty much working?
No, we did
remote?
For like half the songs because COVID.
Yeah.
And he got a daughter.
Yep.
And type shit. So it was just little things where, type stuff. And so like that's why I was recording it all in my room at the crib, because otherwise I would have just been at his crib recording it.
Yep. So did that feel complicated after that, or was it
No, it was like, bro,
flawless?
send me some shit. Like send me a banger, and then I'll make that shit in like 15, 20 minutes. Punching it like, and then it's like, okay, we got something. Like, all right. And then like we did it like, and then when he's on fire, I just keep it rolling with him, really.
For sure.
Yeah.
In 2020, I'm curious why you decided to go like full length project. I'm glad you did, but
because
me too.
a lot of people, just when I'm just living my everyday life, they say nowadays kids don't have this attention span or whatever, but I don't know, or not even just kids, just people in general. But I be listening to a whole album. I run through whole albums still. You know what I mean? I literally vibe with whole projects. You know what I mean, front to back, if I really fuck with the artist. So I was like, and I feel like it's gonna be more of this, like the high speed shit. I'm like I already like it's gonna be more shit, singles, more little like just the next album, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was recently thinking about this myself, actually, and I'm glad that you mentioned that. So, like, we've talked a lot about releasing full projects versus EPs versus, just dropping single after single. Yeah. And I realized something, like, there's really if you make music like the way you make music, you made this project and you said about 4 months, right? Which means the next 4 months, you're going to make probably another 15, 20, 30, however many songs. So if you're someone that can make music like that, there's no harm in dropping a full project, even if the attention spans are down. Okay, so the people that don't have the attention span won't listen to track 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
But I'm going to be dropping videos.
Right. And
you know what I mean? So
they're still going to be listening to tracks 1, 2, and 3, which they would have been doing whether you released a full, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make a difference. You're going to get the same amount of listens for each track. And the way that streaming works now, if you got one song that goes platinum, your shit went platinum. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're platinum certified. It don't matter what the other fucking 12 songs did.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I think it's dope. Like, you can release a single like you did with Flawless, and that counts towards your total streaming numbers when the full project drops.
Right.
It doesn't change. They don't, like, reset it. So it really ultimately doesn't matter how you release it if you want, and you're a project guy. Yeah. That's just you are. Like, how many have you ever released just a standalone single?
Yeah.
You have? Didn't end up being on a project?
The Wisemen one.
Okay, that's right.
Me.
But you're mostly
with Plaza and
That's
Obion.
right. That's right. Didn't that end up on someone's shit?
Nah.
Who produced that?
Topper.
He didn't have it like on a project?
Oh no, not that
I think he might have had
aware of.
He might have had it on like a mixtape.
I think somebody else did.
Okay, maybe. Sunny
been,
Soda
like,
or something.
Yeah, bro,
yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. But regardless, you're an album guy, and I like that. I think that there's
I think every artist should. I mean,
I don't.
The single
I think
shit,
any good artist should.
The single, the single shit works. The single shit is dope too, because I'm gonna be doing that still.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
well, I think you got to be able to conceptualize, which you are. That's something you're able to do. Like Big Dragon was a concept. Mm-hmm. You were Big Dragon, and now you're already talking about high speed cash. Yeah. Like that's there's a concept. You have to be able to conceptualize, because there's a lot of artists out there that just don't know how to. They don't make music like that. Yeah. And that's fine too. Like, I'd rather, if you can't make a concept out of your project, just roll out the singles or drop an EP that doesn't, like a mixtape. Because to me, that's the difference between a mixtape and a project. Like, a mixtape is just, you are talking shit. There's no fucking direction. It's just you rapping whatever or singing or whatever.
I ain't gonna lie. There's some that I fuck with, even though they albums like that, like Lil Uzi.
Yeah. I
love his album. And
you're right. There are artists that can do it. Chris Brown is one.
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
There ain't no flow.
Yep.
It's literally just like banger after banger.
Yep.
But yeah, no, for sure.
You're right.
For sure.
You're right. There's definitely exceptions to the rule. I'm always blown away by. There's really two people that I can think of off the top of my head, and I know this sounds fucking crazy, and some people are gonna roll their eyes at this, but you, and I'm gonna say his name, and Drake. Are two artists that I can always count on to create some new cadence with your voice.
That's how I feel with Drake.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Man.
So like, I don't know what it's going to be, but I know he's going to find some other fucking way to tweak his voice and do something weird with it. Yeah. That's going to be some shit that nobody's ever heard.
Yep. That's why I fuck with him.
And I feel like I can count on you to do the same thing. And you did that so many times on this project.
Yeah, that's my main little like, it's subconsciously tucked in my brain now, but that's like my main goal since a teenager. Was like, I was always like, man, like trying to do the hooks a certain way that's different type shit.
Yeah, and I think that's smart, because obviously he's the biggest artist in the world. Like, if there's anybody that you'd want to kind of follow
suit. He's my favorite artist, bro.
Yeah.
He's my
Hoes.
Yeah, you know.
Y'all will find out when you listen to the project.
Yeah. Another thing that you do on this project that I also really like is you're really singing with no autotune, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you really let it fly in a couple joints. What was that? Bugged Out. Mm-hmm. Like, you're really like, you just let it go.
That's how it was. It was literally just came off the chest. Like,
so when you hear that, like, do you question it, or do you just hear it and go, man, that's amazing?
No, I love that song.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
I remember I said at one point throughout the listening, I was like, I think this is my favorite song, and then we got to In Case the World Ends, and I was like, I think that might be my favorite song.
It's just when I hear my music, I feel this little like high in my chest that I felt when I recorded the music.
Yeah,
it's this little buzz. It's weird. It's a little dopamine that releases out the brain or something like, and I get high off that shit, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Real talk. That's the best way to say it. Like,
I know exactly how you feel. Like, sometimes it's rare.
Drake does it. Drake drops a song, a video. Sure. I get this release. It just feels good. You know what I mean? Yep. It feels good to hear it. It feels good to watch it. Type shit. Other artists too, obviously.
Yeah, but I think he's a prime example of, like the recent song that he dropped, like
with Dirk,
bro. You realize, you watch it, and then you realize at the end of the video you just been smiling the whole time, man, because there's just something about what he does and how he does it.
It was like a long Nike commercial. It was the best in the best way.
It was the greatest
possible.
Nike commercial ever.
It was the best Nike commercial ever.
Bro, I went out and bought Nike after that. I didn't even think about it, but I did. I literally just bought these shoes.
You know.
Shit. He got me. No, it really was. And yeah, I mean, he's. So what do you say to the people that are saying that he might be tapped into you on the low?
I don't know. Cause
you wouldn't be the first.
I get inspired by, that is a possibility. But from my standpoint, like, I'm such a big, like I get so much inspiration from him that when I do my music, like, I'm like, this is from shit that I pulled from Drake growing up listening to.
So he has a little bit of a right to it.
For sure. So when I heard it, I was like, this is some Drake shit.
Yeah.
I ain't say this is it did not, like, till this day, I swear to God, like I only posted about it because people were saying people was texting me, messaging me, commenting on my shit.
Non-fucking stop.
I don't hear it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like, that sound, I done heard it before. I don't know. Like, I can't remember exactly who, but, like, maybe I'm tweaking. I don't know.
I mean, I've heard it before too from you. So yeah, I mean, it's funny because like I probably didn't think it at the time, but when I saw you post it, I was like, oh my God.
But I'm like, what song? Know Me Well? Or like,
yeah, not Know Me Well.
I have no. I'm like, what song? Like, I guess it's the cadence.
I think I could track it down. It is the cadence. But there's something about the flow as well.
That's exactly what it is. It's a flow for sure.
Yeah.
The way he does his voice and the way he does that flow, it literally. I'm like, some fucking Cashinova shit.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely is. Look, the chances of him actually having heard your music and been like, "No, I'm not giving him no credit. I'm just gonna steal that shit."
They're
likely. Very unlikely.
No, sure.
Highly unlikely.
Whoa, really?
Highly unlikely. And I'm sure that there are other artists out there that do things similar to you as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big fucking world out there, and there's a lot of artists in it. So I mean, the likelihood of it, not great. But at some point, somebody probably felt that way about Triple X, and that shit ended up being true as fuck. That he really did steal shit from him. So who knows? But like you said, you've gotten so much inspiration from him. Like, so he got a little inspiration from you. That would be dope. That'd be fucking great to find out.
I hope so.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that'd be great to find out. Should hit you up. Y'all would make an amazing song together.
Bro. Come change my life, dog.
Yeah. So the only thing that I don't like about the Drake song, he needs to stop taking these pop shots at Drake or at Kanye and Push and whoever. And,
what'd he say?
Oh my God. The whole song was a fucking diss track. Woo. Oh my God. I feel like every song he drops nowadays, he's taking shots at Kanye.
Yeah. I think it's more of like, just the shoes fitting them.
Maybe. He said something about,
it's gonna be about them because he got animosity with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But let it go.
For sure.
Let it go, Drake. You won. Right. Push might have won that little beef, that little battle. You won overall. Push is very quiet right now. We don't care.
He definitely won.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But I love the song, and I think it's a great start to what I hope will be a masterpiece of a project.
No, that's what I'm hoping.
My favorite part was when he got lit up by Marshawn Lynch.
Oh yeah,
that was my favorite part.
That shit's funny as hell.
So enough about Drake though. Let's get back to your shit. So what was the inspiration to going into this project? What was inspiring you?
I just feel like I need more music out there. Like, that's all it is. Like, I feel like I don't have enough music that I know people should hear, that I know I could keep making. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like do you feel pressure? Do you feel like walls are like your time is closing off, or like you're getting to a point where you get
old?
Yeah. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it a little bit. I don't think you are, but
I got 17 kids.
I got a lot of kids, man.
I don't think that is the case, but it sounds like you feel like you got to get to work.
Man, I think anybody should feel this way at any age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously younger people gonna do younger people shit. But me, I think it's me losing certain like friends, losing my mom, switching, just different positions in music and just being in a different headspace. All of that, or the losing people in my life has always made me just not want to waste my days, waste my hours. I can't just sit around and do nothing. I really hate that. Yeah. I hate it. That plus everything else that's going on, it's just I don't know. It just felt right. Yeah. And it was everything I do is off the chest. It's just a flow thing.
Yeah.
And that's the way everything went down. and happened.
You're not getting old.
For sure.
You got a lot of time. You got a lot of time. You got a lot of time to make this shit happen.
For sure. But man, no, it be like it's not that I feel that way, but you know, I just go every day like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you mentioned
high speed, fast way.
Yeah, you mentioned losing people. You mentioned your mom. Another one of my favorite songs was towards the end, the just like you song.
That's where I talk about
where you got vulnerable, which is something I always like when artists get vulnerable and open up. Mm-hmm. On the first verse, who are you talking to? Anyone specific, or is it just
that's my homies?
You are
I'm talking to my homies,
just in general.
Just my homies I grew up with.
Yeah.
What the fuck I say? Lost my mom at 17. No. That's the second verse. Oh yeah, because I'm talking about like we call each other's moms mom.
Yep.
That's something specifically growing up. My brother, like his homies would call my mom.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like a really cool. And growing up in the projects, you just. Everybody, you know, your friends' parents is your aunties and your uncles.
They were the babysitters.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd run up in their crib.
Especially on the west side, too, because that's how it was on the west side.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody was like that.
And that's what that verse was about.
Yeah. Everybody was smacking you upside the head.
Right. It didn't have to be your parents.
Yeah, and then in the second verse, you talked about your mom, which we talked about a little bit on the last time you were here. We talked a little bit about your mom and your parents' plight. Getting to America, which was an incredible story. People still comment on that shit on YouTube today.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But you mentioned in the song that you contemplated suicide, like at 17 years old.
Multiple times.
Yeah. So what made you feel comfortable expressing that? Because a lot of people wouldn't talk about that.
Because it was just real.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. I guess it wasn't like me standing on a bridge or me really about to. I didn't like. But like being young, being 17, I'm like, I don't want to live no more type shit, or like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Or I'd be like, just had my moments where, I guess, like I was like, I'd rather die than
death seemed easier.
But it's honestly like a handful of times, like 3 times. It just I would have my moments. Then I started smoking weed. Everything became a little, little more straight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, honestly, it was. Growing up, I grew up and I learned, and instead of continuing to be suicidal, I just evolved into just not wanting to take life for granted.
Yeah.
Because then, friends of mine died. You know what I mean? Then it's just like, it's not when you're old and really sick, you can be 20 years old, 21 years old, and be gone. Like, you know what I mean? So, I guess that's. I forgot what the question was.
Well, I just wanted to know, and I'll ask you again. Like, was that difficult to talk about?
No.
In the record.
Yeah, I be listening to like joints like that. I was crying when I recorded it.
See, that's
like,
the answer. That's the answer I want right there. Yeah.
Motherfucker shed a couple tears for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's really like it's real shit. But the thing was, my YouTube days, my early days, where like kids really started fucking with me. Mm-hmm. It was songs about losing my mom, and it was songs about like it was little like heartbreak songs, and again like Drake was hot at the time. I was a big fan of Drake, and that's where, man, even the tape with Reeves, there's one song on there was just dedicated to my mom. Mm-hmm. Reeves is not on the song, and I done talked about it on that project. So I done talked about it plenty of times in the past. That's where I feel, I guess now I don't like Big Dragon as much. Because I didn't talk too much on some personal shit with Big Dragon.
Not at all.
Where it was like, I do that with my music all the time. But with Big Dragon, for some reason, and it wasn't nothing that I thought too hard on. It just happened that way. I just ain't find the right song to talk about. I ain't had the right beat. Yeah. Cookies wasn't around to pull that out of me, you know what I mean? So when Cookies came back around, which he was also helping produce when we was young, those songs talking about my mom and shit like that. He just brought the vibes back, and it was just the right time to talk about it.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, like I probably didn't. No disrespect, I probably didn't want that on Big Dragon. That wasn't what Big Dragon was.
It wouldn't have.
Big Dragon wasn't that.
Yeah,
it was a different type of vibe for sure.
Even just the title alone, like Big Dragon, like I want you to flex, bro. Just flex throughout the whole project. For sure. And with this one, man, you did a really nice job of kind of mixing it up. You had a couple of joints that you got vulnerable. The other one that I really liked was Bugged Out. No, not Bugged Out. I'm sorry. In Case the World Ends.
In Case the World
Ends. I think that was my favorite song on the whole project.
Man. Hell yeah. I fuck with that one.
Yeah. How does an artist go from talking about hoes to that song?
I don't think.
You don't think about it?
I don't think about it. I don't think about it.
I always wonder that. I always think like, do you feel like you're being a little bit like hypocritical or?
Yeah, no, definitely. When I was a kid, I would joke about that with artists I was listening to and shit. But no, I get in the booth, that beat comes on, and then that's what comes out.
Yeah,
and that's just it feels right. Yeah. It sound right, and shit. Drake does it. Future does
Absolutely.
it.
Everybody
Thugger
does
it. Everybody, every artist does it.
100%.
Michael Jackson, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, not that he doesn't say hoes or anything, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, Billie Jean.
He talking about, he talking about a thotty.
He would have called Billie Jean a hoe.
He would have called her a thot if it was this.
For sure.
If it was this.
Yeah. But you're right. Like, they've been doing it for, I mean, James Brown. Like, yeah, it's been in music forever. I've just always wondered, like, does it feel away?
Just, I don't think about it. That's all it is.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's all part of your art. The hoes are part of your art. You know what I mean? It's
There's guy hoes, too. There's men hoes, too.
Oh, that's a fact.
Bro, I can listen to Megan Thee Stallion and enjoy that shit. Absolutely. I'm not sitting here offended off some shit that Megan said or Cardi B saying, or I don't want my kids to hear it, but I'm like this, if it's good rap, if it sound good, if I can bop to it, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh yeah.
Y'all like wet ass pussy?
I mean, I enjoyed it. Yeah. I didn't watch it and was like, ugh.
Wait, the song or wet ass pussy?
I like wet ass pussy.
Both. All right, so both.
The song's
good too.
The
song's good too.
The song was decent. The song was a decent.
Yeah, it's okay.
Song.
It's okay.
It's a decent song.
I don't think that song was made for me.
No, it wasn't made for me, but I didn't not like it.
No,
and I didn't like it either. Like, it's just I was like, oh, good for them.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's what it was. It was good.
Like, did you hear the song?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's been everywhere right now.
Yeah,
I was just at a party. I was just at my nephew's party. They was playing it out loud.
It's made a crazy fucking impact. Like, everybody's all over it.
Yeah,
they're like freaking out about it.
I'm super happy.
I love somebody's post that was playing like all of our old shit that we used to listen to.
Yeah.
Like, you think that was bad? You should have listened to this shit. And there was like David Banner Play and Whisper Song.
Oh, bro, men have created some really dirty ass songs.
I'm saying,
I kind of think it's cool that there's women creating dirty songs like that. Not for my daughters to listen to, but if they want to do that shit, do that shit.
Like, shit's been around for a long time.
That's why I like Cardi. Because I feel like Cardi kind of broke down that barrier. I mean, not that other. I don't want to say female either. I know that's offensive as well. Women. Yeah, I feel like other women have also broke down those types of barriers in music, but there's something
it's been going on for a long ass time.
Right. Lil Kim, Nicki.
Yeah.
Come on. Now.
Yep. But there is something. There's something a little bit more raunchy about the way Cardi. Does it?
Yeah,
and not like the City Girls too. We got the City Girls, and all of them can rap too.
For sure.
I like all of them.
Yeah,
I like all of them. I like
going in.
Yep. I think it's a dope thing. I don't understand the outrage.
It's funny though because when some City Girls come on, I'll be going in, but my girl's just like in the passenger seat, like driving, and not be just in her face, just rapping some City Girl shit, just to be funny.
JT is hard. She can really rap.
No, for sure.
Yeah. I don't understand the outrage at all. I don't believe the outrage. I think it's bullshit.
It's
the same people that want to be outraged
little
about everything.
Twitter people.
That's all it is.
It ain't no get money, high speed people. It's just weird little Twitter like I don't know. Wait, did y'all say anything about it like out loud on
just now?
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if y'all had like an opinion on it. Like,
yeah, my opinion is it's a song.
Yeah,
it's a song. I like Megan.
Yeah.
I like Cardi.
Yeah, facts.
They made a dope song together. They're both nice to look at. I would have sex with both of them.
Facts.
At the same
if they gave me consent.
If they get
with consent from my wife, consent from my wife as well.
A signed contract.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? And yeah, if you don't like it, then go get you some wet ass pussy and then tell me about it, because there's nothing not to like, man. It's a fun song. It's a fun song, bro. It's fun. But you're right. I don't necessarily want my kids to hear it though.
No.
And not because, but here's the thing, like, my kids don't know what pussy is. Well, my oldest probably does, but like
hell no, my kid is definitely not hearing that shit. They did though. They done did. But
yeah, I played it. I heard it. I had it
accidentally.
I had it play on a playlist yesterday in the kitchen.
Oh man,
they weren't listening. I mean, they weren't like taking in the lyrics.
A little dizzy, they're jamming out.
But like,
right?
I remember being a kid hearing my neck, my back. I was a kid. I was 10 years old. You know what I mean? 11 years old. Like, I'm for real.
I just talked about that a couple episodes ago. I heard my 13-year-old recite those lyrics to some fucking kid that he had beaten Fortnite. Like, legitimately, he said that. And I was like, dude, do you know what you just...
That gotta be some TikTok shit.
Bro, I asked him. I was like, do you know what you just said? He's like, not really. I'm like,
not really.
I'm like, do you know what a pussy is? He's like,
yeah.
no.
Nah.
I'm like, you just told that kid to lick your vagina.
Hey, I swear to God, I have a funny story. My son, he was calling somebody on Fortnite pussy.
Yep. And
I was like, where you learn that word from? I'm like, where you learn that from? He was like, he was crying and shit. My son was probably like 5 at this time, or newly 6. And he's just like, you said it to the dude the other day. I'm like, oh yeah, I was in a road rage the other day with my kids in the back. This motherfucker did some shit, all sorts of shit. I rolled out the window like, fuck you, pussy. And dude, like, we got into this little thing, and like, dude ended up speeding off, and I'm like, I forgot. My kids was like, heard the whole thing.
Bro, they're listening.
They're definitely monkeys, man.
They really are.
They're fucking monkeys. Mine's 1 year old. And every time I walk outside, my little baby, she goes, dog, dad, yelling like I'm yelling at my fucking dogs. Yeah. So I don't even have to do it anymore. She's already out there. Yeah, dog. Just fucking yelling at my dog.
Sure. Yeah, they're definitely listening. I already told y'all off the air my incident that I had yesterday. That shit was not good, and I had to take my responsibility for it because I talk shit. And he might have heard some of that from, like, sometimes I play 2K. And I don't play online, so I'm not talking to other people, but I will definitely yell at the CPU.
No,
I will call the CPU some all types of bitches and fuck yous.
They some little magnets.
Yep. No, they definitely are. We definitely got to be careful. See, the thing is though, like, I don't like I think they're just words. Some of them are a little bit more than words. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think pussy is worse than fuck. I'd rather have them saying fuck or shit than pussy because pussy has multiple meanings. Yeah. One of which they shouldn't. I guess fuck does too, though. Damn.
Well, it's fuck all that shit. I don't know, man.
There's just something about, like, I don't.
There's a couple exceptions, for the gay communities and the African American communities. Like, those words are definitely off limits now. You know what? Don't even fucking bother with that shit. But fucks and shits and dams, that's emphasis. Right?
I mean, I agree for the most part. I agree.
I
agree for the most part. And
you're trying to get your point across to somebody who fucking cut you off on the road.
Right.
You gotta use the F word.
I'm more worried about teaching my kids about, like,
you son of a gun. You can't do that.
Being rageful than I am about the words I'm saying. Like, when you get your license, don't be swerving at people like Daddy does. Don't be trying to run people off the road like that. You know, that's the shit I'd be worried about.
Teaches them a lesson.
But I don't want them in class saying fuck either because regardless of how I feel about it, I can't determine how other people's kids feel about it. You know what I mean?
Just make sure you got one in the chamber. That's what I'm gonna tell them.
Oh, don't say that.
No, not like that. Not like that. Literally. Not like that. Literally. Just an F word in the chamber.
An F word. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's a weird world, man. We're trying to raise kids in this fucking crazy ass, weird ass world.
World.
Yeah, man. But at least we got high speed. My computer's.
At least we got high speed cash.
At least we got high speed cash. You don't. So you don't have a release date for it yet.
No.
It's just sometime in September, and we're not sure when this episode's dropping. So hopefully it'll be sometime.
September. It might be August. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, man. I think you got a nice body of work here. Like I told you, like listening to it, going through it once and a couple times. Like, it's hard for me to say like really, truly how I feel about it, but I can tell you that I liked every song.
Yep.
I can tell you I liked every single song on there. It's impressive to me that you do all this by yourself. I mean, obviously you have your producer as well, but the fact that you're doing the engineering work, the mixing, the mastering, it sounds phenomenal.
Thank you.
Is this your first go around at that?
No. I've done that with all my, but I'm talking about like before Big Dragon.
Yeah.
Big Dragon was, shout out Dylan Parker at Stop House. He did Big Dragon.
Okay.
But before all that, I've always done like my own.
Were you still pretty hands on with Big Dragon?
But my sound has never been good. So before, it was shit that I learned from Dylan.
Okay.
Shit that I learned from, just growing up, being on the YouTube, learning from Cookies. Now I was just like, oh, I knew this stuff. I ain't never really knew what to do with the compressor and the EQ and or I knew what to do, but now I understand that shit fully, like what to do. Yeah.
So you took the process that you went through with Big Dragon, learned from it,
but again,
and applied it.
Yeah, years. I'm talking about, bro. 8 years of my life, I was recording myself. On Pro Tools, and I've done recording myself on Ableton and Fruity Loops in the past. So I've had like experience with the shit.
Yeah, and now you actually understand.
I think now I'm getting into sensei mode.
It sounds as good as any. I mean, it's industry quality.
For sure.
You know what I mean? You're on that level, which obviously just based off of what I know about you and the time that I've spent with you, I don't think you would allow something of yours to be put out without industry quality. So you must feel pretty confident in your own skills.
For sure.
Yeah. You mentioned also Fruity Loops was not really like a common thing for people to use.
Not that I know of.
I don't think I've ever. I think most people I know use Pro Tools.
And Ableton.
Back in the day, it was always Fruity Loops. FL
to record
True.
Too.
Always.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody I always knew used Fruity Loops.
Really? For recording,
that was the easiest one that you could get for free.
So I know like producers that use Fruity Loops for like beat making, but I don't know about like recording, like artists that use it for recording. I think that's where the uncommon thing comes in. Yeah. But you actually record yourself on Fruity Loops. Is it just because you're more familiar with it, or you like it?
More familiar with it.
Would you so Pro Tools is just not?
I could have did it with Pro Tools, but I already bought the Fruity Loops.
Okay.
Man,
Got you.
It was a lot of money, and I was like, I done fuck with it before. Yeah. It just made sense. Yeah. High speed. See, that's the fast way.
Yeah.
I just got straight to it.
I like this new high speed shit.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm hopefully you can release the album in high speed. Like real soon.
Hey man, I'm waiting on.
I like that though. It doesn't let you think of excuses.
For sure.
That's a good point.
Or psychos. Yeah. That's why everybody's a fucking hoarder with music, man.
Nah,
man, how'd you go from Little Dragon to Big Dragon to Big Dog? What happened? What happened?
Bro, I don't be
what
thinking.
Was the progression?
I ain't thinking.
Not thinking. Just
that's two different stories.
Okay, so Little Dragon and Big Dragon over here. Now it's Big Dog.
That's the simplest way to say it.
Okay, I like it. It's
Big Dog. I guess is because I'm saying I'm with my dogs and them. I feel like Big Dog. Like I call people
dog.
Big dog.
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
Yep.
Dragon. I'm not. You know what I mean?
What's up, Dragon?
Big Dragon's more like a Cashinova album series thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you ever go back to Dragon?
Yeah, if it felt right, if it just everything got to feel right. That's
maybe
all,
when
that's
you turn
all.
like 40, you could do like Return
the return of the Dragon.
I mean,
Kill
shit.
the Dragon.
You said what? Kill the Dragon?
Kill
the Dragon. You have to kill the Dragon before the return.
Yeah, no, facts.
Kill the Dragon, then Return of the Dragon.
Kill the Dragon.
Or
Dragon 35.
Big Dragon.
Resurrection.
Yep. I mean, I've always thought that the dragon thing was a cool theme.
I love that theme. That shit was the shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Big Dragon is my shit. Still in my playlist. Like
that's crazy.
I have multiple different playlists. I got like new music that comes out. I got classic playlists, and then I got cruising music. And my cruising music is my shit. So whether I'm on the Harley or I'm in the car, I got 30 minutes of fucking cruising music. Yeah. And that's my main playlist. And I still got Big Dragon in that bitch. Man. All of it too.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I love that
shit. Where do you find all these cadences that you use? Do they just come out, or is it something?
I literally freestyle it on the mic until it like feel good. Like, I say a bunch of notes that like sound ugly as hell until I hit some notes that sound beautiful.
So you kind of like hum out, you work out the cadence,
hum it out, word it out, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when it happens, you know. I just made magic.
Yep. It's a feeling. It's a feeling.
Huh.
It's never like, oh, this song got to be about my mom.
Yeah.
Like, no, when I got the beat, I thought it was going to be a love song.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But, like, when I got on the mic, it changed into that.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like,
yeah.
And I just when it's a whack hook, I feel like that. Like, oh, this is whack. This is like whack. It's simple as that. Yeah. If I feel like it's whack, it's whack. Like,
yeah, dude, you got some incredible choruses on here too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man. Some of these choruses are so fire.
Yeah. Off the chest. Off the chest. I'm telling you.
So another thing I'm very interested in understanding is, you kind of did. I don't necessarily want to say a favor, but you basically gave John Ray like his own song on here.
Yeah.
So like, I'm curious how that happened, because it's all one track.
Yeah.
But the beat switches, and you're not on the second beat at all. Right. And he's not on the first beat at all. Yeah. How did that? Like, what made you decide to do it like that?
It's just the art.
Yeah.
It's just to be
high speed.
Drake did that with Kendrick.
Drake does it. Travis does it.
Mm-hmm.
I think when artists do it, I love that.
I like that shit.
I do too.
I like that shit
so
too.
I'm like, why not do it?
Yeah.
That John Ray verse, I've been sitting on it for a minute. I go in right after him. I cut it off though on high speed.
Oh, you bastard.
Because he went so motherfucking hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't not top him. I couldn't even match up with him. And even we rap about different shit. I rap about some like get money, jiggy shit. And he's really, you know what I'm saying, he be on some trenches shit. Yeah. On some jiggy, get money, trenches shit, though. He's really from the north side type shit, bro. And I couldn't, even on some, like, different artists can collab or whatever, but I was like, he took over that song. But I'm like, I need this shit out. So it been on my mind, like, lately just to, like, figure out a song to, like, do that, just to do the whole little switch up with. I recorded that song, motherfucking today. I finished it today, and yesterday I started on it, and I was like, oh, it's like, what if I drop the John Ray verse right here? And
wait, you recorded 4 Minds today?
4 Minds yesterday. Created it, not like real, like, you know what I mean. I created it off the fucking top, like yesterday. Finished it today, and then I slapped the John Ray version.
When I asked you earlier when I just got to get the album art out. Like, you just literally polished the shit. Boom.
No, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
For sure.
That's phenomenal. And I think it's dope, too. It's kind of good timing for you to do that with John Ray.
For sure.
Because John Ray is he's got a little bubble. He's got a bubble going right now.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect time for you to feature.
We got a lot of shit, other shit that we going to work on, too.
Dope. Yeah, because I would definitely like to hear what y'all sound like on the same beat as well.
For sure.
Yeah, but it is a cool switch up.
Yeah.
I like switch ups. Like
you guys be very fitting. Actually, switch ups. So Kendrick Lamar has one of my favorite switch ups. What is it? Sing About Me, Dying of Thirst. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite switch ups. Yep. Long ass song.
Yep. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is involved in one of my favorite switch ups, and that's on Take Care.
Yep.
And Drake gave him his own fucking song on Take Care.
If I not a night,
which is the one that's the one thing that always bothered me about people saying that Drake and Kendrick got all this smoke for each other.
Do they?
I don't think so. There's never been any reason for anybody to actually think that.
Because Kendrick done rapped about people using ghostwriters. Hey, man. Drake is infamous right now in this generation.
He is. And Kendrick retired.
He retired?
I mean,
his ghostwriter.
How long ago? Oh, shit.
Probably.
Hey, maybe that's what's going on with Kenny. Kenny lost his ghostwriter. I don't know. I've been saying it for months though.
Wait, you think Kendrick have a ghostwriter?
No,
I don't think he does.
I just don't think Kendrick is going to ever give us another album. I've been predicting
my favorite was
for a while.
Good Kid, Mad City.
My favorite might have been Section 80. Yeah.
Section 80 is how I really fell in love with the
I found him through
the one before that.
No, actually I found him through Game. He was on Heart of the City. Heart of the City. He featured on Game's
My City?
Game's album.
My City or Heart of the City?
I think it's Heart of the City, or it might have just been City of Angels. I don't know, whatever it was. And
did he already have Section 80 out?
Section 80 was out, but Good Kid, Mad City was not. So then I found out Good Kid, or Section 80, then Good Kid, Mad City, and I was like, oh shit. And then I wasn't able to fully appreciate Section 80 until after Good Kid, Mad City. Then I was like, oh wait, this is just as good. And
Section
people slept on
what
this.
put me on him.
Section 80.
I mean, I remember listening to High Power like nonstop.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That definitely impacted my life.
But all the Kendrick shit is fire.
For sure.
Only one I didn't like was
Him and Eminem
with the butterfly.
Yeah, it's the only album is that I couldn't vibe
it's too funky for me. I'm just not a funky dude.
Yeah, I don't even know
good.
exactly.
No, there's some on there that I fucked with.
Of course, yeah, of course.
But I just like me personally, I don't listen to funk music like that. Like,
yeah, and I think that
I did not like that album, but now I do like it.
I also think that the messaging on there wasn't necessarily aimed towards me as a white guy. I think a lot of that kind of just missed me. Like I've never experienced the plight of a black man in America, so it wasn't like I think a lot of that commentary was just stuff that like I just couldn't get it. It wasn't, you know what I mean? So I think that might have been part of what it was too. But Damn is also.
Oh man, that shit is hard. Man. See, I ain't got no favorites. I just like a lot of his.
Yeah, it's hard to say like what's my favorite.
That's the problem.
Damn is the one that probably got the most play from me.
That one is fucking crazy.
Special album, dude.
That one is
special album. I don't know. I hope he doesn't retire, but I got a bad feeling. I don't think Kendrick.
So that was any of this 2017.
2016. Didn't we determine it was 2016? It was 16 or 17. Yeah. But regardless, it's been over 3 years.
He don't even need to make another album.
He doesn't. You're right. He doesn't owe us shit. He's giving us more than enough.
He does for GOAT status.
It'll definitely put.
True.
Yeah, for sure.
If he puts out one more album like he's done, got to put him as number one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he showed up on Beyonce's shit. Did you hear that? Did y'all watch that? Black is King? I have now watched it 5 times. It's on Disney Plus.
See, I ain't got Disney Plus.
Well, if you need a password, let me know. I hit you up with the password. I'm dead ass.
Okay, man.
Don't do it, man.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
I've watched Moana like 13 times, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Beyonce put together some special shit. She made a whole film with her album. So it's like hour and a half long music video. She shot it all in Africa.
Okay.
Fucking beautiful. It's amazing. She's amazing. Hov is in there. Hov is an anomaly. He's a 52-year-old man. I don't understand how he's that cool.
I didn't know he was 52.
Bro. He's 52 years old, still rapping like that, still looking that fucking cool. Every time I look at him, I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
If I can be like half that cool when I'm 52,
hell yeah,
I'll be fine.
Right.
But at this rate,
53.
Excuse you? You got him switched around a little bit. But I am going to be 36 this year. I'm getting close to 40. On Sing with BTS. You fuck with BTS?
Yeah.
Do you?
Wait, no. I mean,
like the group, the music group BTS?
I'm happy for them.
Yeah, but you don't listen to it?
I couldn't name a song.
Okay, I didn't know because you named your track.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them.
I'm happy for them.
What I say on the song was, I don't sing with BTS because bitches love me like a pop star.
Yeah, got you.
It's just because I just don't sing with BTS. I'm not in a group with them. You know what I mean? That's all it was. And I called it Sing with BTS because I just thought that'd be dope. Just, people be having songs called Justin Bieber and people be having like.
True.
So I was like,
got
BTS,
you.
yeah.
I got the reference now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But you had a line in the song. You said, every L I took, I turned into a lesson.
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
I don't know. Did somebody say that? Who said it?
Me.
Oh, really?
I'm not bullshitting. I've been trying to take credit for that line for so long, and everybody tries to take it away from me.
No, I've been said that too, man.
Because I said it on an episode once. I said in my house we don't call L's losses, we call them lessons. And I remember we were interviewing Jake Giller, and he literally went from that chair to do an interview with Twin City Tone, and he repeated what I said to him. He literally stole it. And didn't give me credit for it. He stole it and said it on that podcast. And I was like, what the fuck? And then somebody recently told me that Hov said it also. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I said it before Hov said it. But it doesn't. Not that it matters. It's a dope line. I was just curious if you were gonna.
You probably
got to copyright that line, man.
No, I really made that up. I really did.
You really?
It's not that hard of a thing to make up, though. I'm not trying to be like, yo, I'm like the greatest of all time. I'm just saying like, that's something that I made up to tell my kids. Like, no, it's not an L because you didn't lose anything. You learned something. It's a lesson.
I think I done heard it from like Boozy or something.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
You might be right. He might be right.
I heard it from rap many times.
I mean, if Hov said it too.
I'm just being real, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Part of me was just hoping you'd be like, I heard you say that. And I'd be like, yes.
I'm sorry,
finally,
bro.
somebody. That's all right. I'm gonna edit. Can you say it now so I can edit it?
Hey, man. I got it straight from you, bro.
Oh shit. Oh man.
That's cool though. That's super cool.
Wait, what?
That
quote. I think that quote is cool, regardless of who said it, who made it.
Even though you made it up, man.
It's an accurate. It's an accurate statement. I think that because losses are really lessons. I mean, that is just a fact.
No, that's
if you're smart.
That's the high speed
Wise.
shit, man.
If you're wise, smart people will miss that shit all day long. Wise people will not. Don't forget it.
That's some wise words.
See,
man.
look, see. You believe me now? You believe I made it up now? Oh shit. So man, now that you're a fully independent artist again,
yeah.
What's next for you? What do you got? I mean, obviously the project, but are you looking your high speeds? Huh? Are you looking into the next thing?
It's just more music. I'm just I need to get out there. You know what I mean? I need
Flood
to
the
get
block.
bigger and bigger and bigger. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But it's obviously for sure working on another album, working on another, not even album, just music and, creating it towards the album. Merch. I got merch coming out.
You said merch is dropping with the album, right?
With the album.
Okay.
Depending on when this episode drops and shit, whatever, I'm going to be dropping a bundle package. So the merch is going to be a t-shirt, it's going to be a poster, it's going to be a hard copy of High Speed Cash.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do like a downloadable link where you can watch the music video.
Yeah.
That ain't out yet type shit if you order the bundle package, which is something I never did before.
That's a great idea. Marketing is
for sure,
important.
For sure.
Yep.
And I just want to give people more music, bro. It's something that people been telling me my whole life, or not even my whole, I'm tripping. My whole rap career.
Your whole career as an artist.
Yeah, people just want more shit, and I think I lacked on that. You know what I mean? In the past, I gave, albums out and little singles, but it's just not as fast as I want. It's not as much as I want. And now I'm doing it as much as I want.
So, I mean, look at every artist we've had in here is hoard music.
I don't want to die and the shit don't get to people. And then they getting old. I don't want, motherfucking get popped. Or motherfucking get cancer or something. Motherfucking get out of nowhere.
No. Don't put that energy out there.
No.
But I know what you're saying.
That's why I said a motherfucker.
Yep.
It's just the way I'm speaking it. I'm not saying I
not
could.
This
not this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I said a motherfucker. But and again, that's not nothing too hard I think about. But I think subconsciously I've built my brain to work that way. I just want shit out there. You know what I mean?
I'll just tell you right now, the older you get, the worse it gets.
Shit, see? Maybe I'm just going through it. What humans go through.
You might be.
Even
though they say to not give any energy to things that you don't want, it's hard to even just hearing that. It's like, okay, I'm going to not give this energy. By saying I'm not going to give something energy, you're giving it energy. So it's a hard thing to do. You got to train yourself to not think about it. But it's hard not to think about death. Hard not to think about legacy.
For sure. And again, even... This is how I did it when I used to be independent before. I was always on the YouTube. I was always dropping little acoustic videos, singing to a song. Then I dropped the song. It's all, I used to always do this shit.
So we can look forward to more content. More content, more music.
More music.
That's good, man. I mean, I would never say, I think that I've never thought, man, why doesn't Cashinova release more shit? I've never thought that.
I do.
I've always felt like you've been
really?
pretty consistent with it.
I've never thought about it the opposite way and be like, I wish you would not put out as much content. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's
always wanted more. Fuck it, keep putting this.
Sure, I mean, I'll always take more for sure. But I think,
high speed, goddammit, high speed.
I think especially for someone that I would put into the category of being an album artist, that's different. We have different expectations from you. So I know that if we're not getting anything, an album is coming. You're working.
For sure.
So I'm okay with the not as much shit. You know what I mean? I can live with Big Dragon for a long time. You know what I mean? I know something
timeless music.
Right. I know something else is coming. So I think that's another benefit to being a quote unquote artist or album artist. That we're willing to be more patient with you.
More time.
We're still being patient with Kendrick.
Are there any big successful money making artists who just do singles?
That just do singles?
Or just
a lot.
Infamous for just singles?
Russ. Russ is one of the biggest ones. Drake.
Jason Derulo, or what are we saying? Drake. Well, Drake makes crazy albums.
I mean, he does, but I would say Drake's career is not based on his albums. It's based on his consistency as a singer.
The album.
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes.
This
is the first single that's from the album, and
those first mixtapes from him. That's
what set it off for him.
That's what set it off.
Made the career for sure.
That's what set it off. I'm just saying his current career survives more on his consistent. Career,
he can do whatever the fuck he wanted at this point.
But it's but if I will tell you,
singles keep the fucking drip going.
What I'm saying is, if Drake dropped an album and then disappeared like Cole, and then didn't really come back until he started rolling out another album, that wouldn't work.
I think it would.
I don't. Yeah, I really don't.
For Drake, people would be begging for that shit.
People would be begging for it, but I don't think it would work as well. He knows his fan base. Like, he has to keep us fed because we expect that from him. I'm talking about expectations here. I'm not saying Drake would like cease to exist. Yeah. I'm just saying I don't think Drake would be Drake. I think if it wasn't for the singles. Just
the formula for any artist should be dropping albums and singles and videos and the next single for the next album.
Yeah. But there are artists that I don't mind, like Hove. And I know Hove has earned that, but he's been doing that.
What, the albums? Or
he don't really release shit ever until he drops a new album. You know what I mean? Or it comes back in that form of a project. Yeah. You know, like he went years between 444 and then
for sure
the Carters. Which, by the way, the Carters is a fucking phenomenal album. If anybody,
that shit is hard,
bro. It's so good.
That shit is hard.
It's so fucking good. Yeah. I just recently went back again and tapped back in with it.
I forgot about that. I ran through that.
Such a good album. But anyways, man, yeah. So I mean, I'm always happy to get more from you, always. Sure. Yeah. But the expectations are different for you because I know you're working. I know there's an album coming, especially now. Now I know, and I know now because I've heard it. Yeah. I can prove it. Yeah, I got a track list right here.
It's a good body of work, man.
So I got nothing else. You got anything else?
No, man. I'm excited for this project.
Me too. The last thing that I want to say is I know that you weren't sure exactly how much you could say about it or wanted to say about it, but I just want to say that there's a track on here, and I think it's going to end up being the final track, featuring 2 other artists from here that is incredible. And it might be also on someone else's project, so it might be out by the time this drops. We don't know.
That was the plan and that's based on when I'm dropping mine because I'm not gonna step over, bro. And
so his is coming first.
It has to, so he better, because if he pushes it back, then I'm either gonna have to take that off or push mine back type shit because I don't know. Unless he lets me drop it first.
I think he would.
We're going to see.
I think he would. But, yeah, amazing project, man. I mean, man. Time will tell.
It's 2 different mixes. Let it drop.
Oh, good point. See? If his is mixed different, it's 2 different songs. Let it fly. But, man, amazing song. Amazing project. Amazing work.
Shit was fire, man. I can't wait to jam out. Hopefully I can get this jamming in the car very soon.
For sure.
The growth is there regardless of how you want to pair it up against Big Dragon or any of your...
Grande Dragon. West Side.
The West Side Dragon.
I'm excited for people to hear it, man. So hopefully it's out right now. If not, it'll be out very soon. And
yes, sir.
That's it, man. I got nothing else. Episode we don't know yet.
But, fast way.
But you'll know by looking at the cover art.